Hey guys, how's it going? Here's a little pro tip. If you feel like you have not progressed in your business, possibly in your life, just hold on. There's a pyramid of growth when you're an entrepreneur. The first level is the hobbyist, that you're learning, you're educating yourself, pour yourself into your craft, do every kind of workshop that you need to do, any kind of e-class you need to do. Education and knowledge is power. The second level is the amateur. You're getting some experience. You have some people that already can sing your praises. You know some basics in and out. Awesome. You keep learning, you keep growing, you keep striving. If you're in the professional stage where you are full-time making your income and making your livelihood from your craft, congratulations. Your biggest fear is being overwhelmed, because now people love your stuff and they want to talk to you and all this stuff, and you have to start thinking that's not the end. Okay, that's not the end. That's not the goal, is to be a professional. The goal is to duplicate yourself. The goal is to clone yourself by making systems and processes to train up someone else to let your business automate itself, so that you don't have to be the person, because you will get burned out really quick. Okay, if you're getting to that stage, there's another stage, 2 stages actually after this. After the professional stage, once you get some systems and processes that you can still be seen, you can still hang out, you can still say hi, you can pass on your wisdom a little bit, you become the master. The master is the person that is there, is seen. You occasionally do your thing, you occasionally shoot, you do the workshops, but your business is on autopilot at this point. You have little streams of income everywhere. You have little e-courses floating everywhere. You have merchandise stores floating everywhere. You have consulting. You have freelance. You have a little passive income. You have little things everywhere. And so I know this personally. When I was shooting 25 to 35 weddings a year, I was making money. I was winning awards. I was getting featured in all these different things, but it was killing my health. It was killing my family. And I had to figure out and think outside the box and how I could still be creative, how I could still make a living doing what I love, which is where my home studio came into, which is where all these passive income streams and where these e-courses and the classes birthed from, because I was so overwhelmed and people love my stuff and I love that, but I had to learn how to get out of that mentality of being, I had to do all the work and I have to do this and I'm going to run myself in a burnout mode, and that's not good. So I had to figure out a way that I could still, I do what I love. I still do weddings on occasion for mentoring purposes and for coaching, and I'm still there, and I'm still consulting people in that way. I have people come over to the house and we do a lot of these mock weddings, so I'm still doing the thing that I love to do, and I'm very creative, but I have it on my own terms, that I'm not overwhelmed. I'm not sacrificing my family every single weekend. I'm not working 80 hours a week to do all this stuff. I had to learn how to go to the next level. After the master level is the icon level. And this is from a talk that I saw on Facebook, so this is not original to me. I just want to let that be known. It's not original to me, but I think it's some great truths in there. The icon level is the person that has a legacy already. They already have 25 years of in the master category. You've already done the professional category. You've already done the amateur. You've already done the hobbyist category, and you have worked through the years, the 25 years, the 30 years, the 40 years of time that you have put into the craft. I just want to say, if you're 2 years in, you keep pushing. If you're 5 years in, you keep pushing. If you're 10 years in, 12 years in like me, 15 years, 20 years in, there's always levels. There's always levels to this. There's always growth to be had, and there's always knowledge to be gained. So don't feel like, oh man, I'm at a slump. Well then, figure out a way to get out of that slump. Go to the next level. That means you're leveling up if you get into a slump. If you feel like you're hitting a wall and you feel overwhelmed, that's good. That means you're leveling up, okay? So as an entrepreneur and as a business mom for the last over a decade, I can tell you, Learn to replicate yourself. Learn to automate your business practices. Learn to create people under you that know your skill set, that you can recommend, that you can start delegating, that you can start training. That is where the master and the icon level come from. If you're still thinking, I have reached it when I have, now being booked 25, 35 weddings a year, you're going to hit burnout real quick. And unless you have no kids, no family, and you can just sacrifice everything and pour into it, awesome, more power to you, great. But if you have a family and you have a spouse, you have a partner, and you're trying to do that family thing, you're going to have to figure out something else. Because working every single weekend, 25, 35 weddings a year, plus all the editing and the hours of editing till 4 or 5 in the morning is not practical for those that want a family. So you have to learn how to have different levels and come in and out of these different levels. Maybe you're in a season that you have to go back and learn some more skills. So you got to go all the way back to the beginning and go back to the amateur, go back to the hobbyist, go back to the thing. I had to do that for my photo booth. I had to do that for graphic design. I had to do that for web design. I had to do that for social media management. I had to do that for video. And I had to go back to the hobby level for last decade. Just going back, learning more skills, learning more things. And then because of that, I've added all these skill sets to my palette. Just because I'm like, all right, I'm hitting a stone, I'm hitting a slump right now, I'm hitting a wall. Let me go back to the hobbyist level. Let me learn. Let me grow in another area. Because I'm hitting a wall here. But people are asking me to do this, but I don't know anything about this. So let me go learn about that so I can go make money on that. And so that's where all of these skill sets come to being. And if you are hitting slumps with one skill set, go back to the hobbyist level, go back to the learning level, and start practicing, adding more skill sets so that you can be an unstoppable force, that you are literally asked to do whatever. You have, now I'm in the training level, I'm in the training mode, that I'm literally doing workshops and I'm telling people, okay, this is what you need to do for this, this is what you need to do. So I've learned all of this, so I'm duplicating myself so that I can have people doing the work and that I can just train and coach. Okay, so there's a little training tip, pro tip for you. Love to see what you guys are doing this week. Comment below your Instagram, your TikTok feed, or whatever that you are watching this. Love to connect with you. Peace out, guys.